EA Sports, within the game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. Taking it about the 1. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The Steelers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end flyer move. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
They run for it with Harris. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Pickett, pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Harris running straight ahead. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Pushing and finding his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Check, check. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Here's the look. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts being chased out left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The slot man in motion right. Second down, Jacobs once more. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They go play action with Hurts. He gets this to Davante Adams.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
From the 29, Pickett. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the first down.
They hand this off to Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pickett will look to throw it here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got it with the 15. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Fryermuth, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's got room. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 75 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about... The 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Flush to his right. He's got this to Pickens. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Fire's the mark. Fire's the mark. What we got? What we got? What we got? What we got? Warrior 17.
Pickett now on 1st down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, the 30. 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. That's good. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And some room to work. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
Well, that's what you want to do, partners. Help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, when not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth for the Steeler first. Here's Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On 3rd down, Warren. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Pickett. And the Raiders have got him. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He finds his man complete. That's Warren. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Pickett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down inside the 40 or about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. First down, here's White. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. give. It's Jacobs off the option. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw, Pickett. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He's got him in, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
55, right there in the middle, 55. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Crack all 80. Mustang 19.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. On first down, Hurts. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Just a yard to go here on second down.
He don't know no better. Check 24, check 24.
Rig alert, rig alert. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
55.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Go street. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something that... We're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Warren. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Pickett. Drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Pickett lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. That he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards to pick up there. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Here's Freiermuth again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ballgame.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last, and make it a successful one in some small way.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, it's Warren, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead
and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one at the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep in one of these first snaps just because they can.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. So we got man.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They shakes him off. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to 43. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Pickett back to throw. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He sets to fire deep. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Steps away to the pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their